What's up, people? Josh here, and welcome to another episode of Couch Convos. It's been a long time since the last episode of Couch Convos. If you haven't seen that, please make sure to go and check it out. It was with me and my good friend Anthony, 770 Productions, and it was a fun little chat going into our careers so far, our friendship, plans for the future. Really worthwhile watch, in my opinion. But today is kind of just a check-in because recently I realized it's been about 2.5, 3 months since I started uploading to YouTube, TikTok consistently. And yeah, it's been really busy in my life. So I think it's always good to slow things down and really reflect on things, as well as talk about what's coming in the future, content-wise, personal life stuff. So yeah, hopefully if you're interested in that, this will be a good little catch up for you guys. As always, make sure to like, share and subscribe. It means the world. I don't do this to become a famous YouTuber. I do it for the people that really care about me, my work, my life, and any little like or comment, it really does mean a lot. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. So yeah, to start off, I just want to say thank you so much. The reception to my content, my videos, photos, TikToks has been absolutely amazing. I've seen people share them on their stories, which again, you don't have to do, but is always so appreciated and so helpful. I've seen people comment every video, people like Sean, thank you so much. People like Alex, just very grateful. And yeah, the reception has been great. So that's the first, tick in my box in terms of content creation is, do people actually enjoy it? And some of the people that I've spoke to that have watched the stuff, they're like, no, I actually genuinely watched it, not just because it was you, but because I was enjoying it. In terms of numbers, analytics, I'm sure I'll put some stuff on the screen, but been blown away. I think in this period of consistent uploading, my TikToks are averaging about 400 to 1,000 views per TikTok, when I think the baseline average is 200 to 300. So that's great. I've had a TikTok get 12,000 views. I've had multiple get over 1,000, so really proud of that. YouTube views, I've had a video hit over 100 views, which for a channel like mine, which has at the current time recording 42 subscribers, to more than double your viewership, that's such a big achievement. And it's obviously, even though it's a smaller channel, you've got to really take stock of these things to know what's working, what's not, and then build it from there. But I think, that video was the long shot challenge video, and also the challenge with Sedace, the football challenge, 3-level football challenge. So yeah, very proud of those videos. And Instagram wise, still doing above average numbers for Instagram reels. So all in all, doing very good numbers on the content, which is something I'm very proud of and something I'm very grateful for, because I know all the people watching are really engaging with it, and that's the main thing. I'm getting to a point now where each video I release, I feel like, wow, that's the best video I've done for the most part. So done the 3-level challenge with Sedace, I was like, that's the best video I've done. Done the long shot challenge, I was like, that's by far the best video I've done. And it's like each video after that, you now start to think of more and more things to do, more and more ideas, concepts, plans, and it makes the process so much more enjoyable when you're in that zone. And like I said, I'm a small startup, and making sure I have that hunger and fire is really what's going to keep this going and keep that drive. But really happy with where I am in terms of the actual creation of the content. Again, shout out to people like Ishan, Karim, Telhar especially, who have come through to shoots, on weekends when they could have been doing other stuff, and just really appreciate the help from friends and people like that. But yeah, really happy overall with how the content is being made. Obviously, I say all this because I've been doing consistent uploads across 3 platforms for about 2.5 to 3 months. I'm sure I would have put the exact date, if not now, then earlier on the screen. But the reason I say all this is because it has taken a bit of a toll. Not specifically the YouTube stuff. I love doing the YouTube stuff, and I find it not easy, because it's not, but not stressful, because I'm enjoying it and I'm doing it with friends. But doing that mixed in with my work, which, if you don't know, I'm a social media journalist on the Sky Sports team covering football. So it's very heavy, very in depth. And, unlike other jobs where you just come home, switch off, because it's a social job and you're thinking about concepts, your brain kind of automatically is going whenever you're watching stuff. You're like, oh, that could work on this. And so it has been very tiring, especially in the last 2 weeks. I've been working pretty much non-stop for the last 2 weeks, including weekends. I covered the Liverpool winning the title, sadly. I covered Liverpool winning the title on the weekend, and that was a hard shift, pumping out content. And yeah, to make sure I'm not getting burnt out, I had actually done an edit day where I just scheduled, I think, 8 TikToks, and I think I had done that a week ago, so they're going to be releasing up until the 12th of May, I believe. So I am doing things to manage it, but also want to be aware that, I do need time for myself as well, just to switch off, disconnect, go talk to people, go see people. Went out to the cinema with Ashan yesterday, so stuff like that is really important. But in terms of going forward, in terms of managing the content, I've been doing around 2 videos a week currently. So usually a Tuesday/Wednesday, and a Saturday/Sunday upload. Usually a football video on the weekend and a vlog style video on the Tuesday, Wednesday. Going forward, I'm still going to aim to do that. However, it might be some weeks where there's one video, and that'll just be down to how much time I have to actually spend on the video. I pride myself on making videos really enjoyable and have a lot of content in them. I wouldn't just want to release like a rough cut kind of 8-minute video just to release a video. So it would depend on how much time I have to actually edit the video and, put what I want to into it. And then also how much time spare I even have. Obviously, I work most weeks, 6 days a week. So yeah, it will depend on that. But if there are some weeks where there's only one video, I don't think that's too much of a bad thing. I'll still have consistent TikTok uploads as well. But yeah, that was just a little bit about the work-life balance, which is a massively important thing. I've seen it firsthand with friends of mine that have experienced like severe burnout because they kept on going and going and they didn't take time to take stock of where they are, So definitely want to make sure I'm not one of those people that like ends up, sitting there tired, like can't do anything, can't get out of bed. I want to make sure I'm still every day ready to attack the day on whatever I'm doing, whether it's personal, professional, work stuff, health stuff, sports, stuff with friends. I want to make sure I'm, at 100% for each of those things because they're all important to me. But yeah, that was the little content update in terms of going forward. And in terms of life stuff, life really couldn't be better at the moment. So grateful for everything I have. Thank the Lord every day because my work has been going progressively better, starting to really get into the swing of things. It's been 5 months now since I've been on the social team at Sky and really enjoying it, really enjoying working with people who are so creative and have different ideas. It's really leveling up my game, which is helping the content as well, which I'm just enjoying doing so much. Sometimes it will be like we have a football session on a Friday, which is like my football team. And then that's content. Obviously, I can get from that some clips and then go out on a Sunday to a football shoot with the boys to a local pitch, put up a net. And it's just such a good vibe. And honestly, so good for the mental health just to be with your friends and doing something really worthwhile. So I've been absolutely enjoying that as well. And yeah, just trying to get on my health goal, which is to lose some weight. Doing that slowly but surely. Obviously, it is hard to find the time to put into training, but again, it's something important to me, so it's something I'll figure out. And yeah, love life. I'm still single though, so if you know of any really, really nice women, feel free to let your boy know. But enjoying all aspects of my life at the moment. Praise be to God. But yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Going forward, we're still going to have some content coming out. I've got a couple of events already in the diary that I will be going to, and I'll vlog. Going to have football content still coming out often. Don't worry about that. And let me know if you'd like to see me delve into some other style of content, maybe kind of not documentary length, but documentary style content, reviews. I done an Assassin's Creed review. If you'd like more general reviews or specific gaming reviews, please let me know. And as always, if there's any ideas that any of you guys have, drop them in the comments. I read every comment, really trying to level up my game throughout the rest of 2025. And it's crazy to think that we're already in May, which is so crazy. Feels like yesterday it was New Year's. But as always, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate every single one of my subscribers, 44 at the minute, and every single view matters, every single like, comment, it all matters, not just to me, but to the page. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you go watch the other Couch Convos if you haven't already. And if not, there's loads of content on the channel that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Thanks once again for watching. I've been Josh for JRM Productions, and thanks for having a couch convo with me.